This bug or exploit is likely attributable to poor coding practice, failure to clear variables. Regardless, World War II has broken out, and as France, we are receiving requests from the British Commonwealth nations for non-aggression pacts. However, this bug exploit works with other kinds of offers also, such as offers to join nations. Exit the game and start a new game with the same nation. Those same offers will be available that had been sent in the first game in the second. See, as can be seen, all of the requests for non-aggression pacts that had been received in the first game are now available in the second, although the second is at the new start date. This allows the player to take actions such as joining factions, negotiating non-aggression pacts, and so on far earlier than is usual, or also actions which may not even be normally possible, such as the USA joining the Axis faction on day one. This bug or exploit is likely attributable to poor coding practice, failure to clear. This next bug would seem to be a continuation of the first, namely a failure to clear variables. Start a game as Mexico. Now normally you would have to go and conquer all of the USA in order to get the achievement to do with Mexico. However, if you exit and start a new game as the United States, once again, probably due to a failure to clear variables, immediately the achievement is unlocked. This tip is partially how to survive as Poland, and also partially showing off a bit of a bug to do with how focuses are selected when using historical focus on. So wait until Japan declares war on the Chinese miners, which will raise world tension, or the Chinese nations, which will raise world tension sufficiently that as Poland, regardless of if fascist as in this playthrough or not, with Polish revanchelism complete, you will be able to fabricate on Czechoslovakia. Do so. When the fabrication is complete, declare war. If you can manage to fully annex Czechoslovakia before Germany completes their Demand the Sudetenland focus, then this happens. Demand the Sudetenland. Oh, but I can't because there's no Czechoslovakia, says Germany. And it will do it again and again and again. This leaves Germany stuck. They don't declare war because they don't ever get up to Danzig or war on you. They basically just sit around doing nothing for a couple of years. Inevitably, what seems to happen, at least in my experience, is that Japan will still join the Axis, and then Japan will call them into their wars, be that a war against France for Indochina, or the Netherlands for the Dutch East Indies, or even against America. In any case, it leaves you safe for a couple of years. Tip is about effective division composition. Early game, army experience is at a premium, and so it's advisable to make the changes that will have the most impact on the effectiveness of your divisions with the limited army experience available. A usual starting infantry division consists of 9 regular infantry. Some nations also include a support artillery. Notice that the Pierce value and the armor value are 4.4 and 0 at best. Adding a single light tank to this composition raises these values. Assuming that the 1936 model tank has been researched, these values become 15.8 and 5.4 respectively. Importantly, the armor rating of 5.4 is larger than the Pierce value that the division originally began with. Fast forwarding to an instance of this division in combat. The enemy division, of standard German infantry in this case, has a Pierce of 4.5 and a little bit, as can be seen in the hover over tooltip. Notice the gold escutcheon modifier icon in the list of modifier icons on the French division. This indicates that some number of the enemy divisions in this combat have lower Pierce than this unit's armor, which was raised to 5.4 by the addition of the single light tank brigade. And so this unit is receiving benefits because of this. Specifically, we can see the unit suffers 50% less organization loss and 50% less casualties, whilst inflicting 50% extra organisation damage to the enemy. This allows the infantry to fight for twice as long as the enemy, push them back twice as hard, and suffer half as many casualties, conserving manpower and equipment, all owing to the single modification to the standard infantry division. This last bug is more of an oversight on Paradox's point, I think. You would expect that in order to be able to build rocket artillery on trucks, you would need to know about trucks and rocket artillery. However, in order to research it, the only thing you need to have researched are trucks, and not rocket artillery. Which is a little odd, but maybe it's working as intended.